This is the portable power station that kept my household comfortable during a summer blackout and still has enough left over to power a weekend of camping. It takes the stress out of those what-if moments without adding noise, fumes, or hassle. The BALDR Pioneer1000 is a compact portable power station. I see it as a steady backup for anyone who lives with unpredictable power, and a clean, quiet power source for people who camp, tailgate, work outside, or just want electricity wherever outlets are not convenient. I do not treat this like a generator replacement for heavy-duty tools or giant appliances. I use it as a reliable all-around power box that covers the essentials and a bit more. The design matters because it affects how often I actually bring it with me. The body has a sturdy plastic shell with a smooth finish and a rubberized handle that flips up when I need it and stays out of the way when I do not. It is compact enough to sit by the couch or tuck into a trunk without playing gear Tetris. The weight lands around 18.5 pounds, which for me is light enough to carry from the garage to the backyard with one hand while I grab a speaker or a light with the other. The corners feel reinforced, so I do not baby it when I load it in the car. It is not weather sealed, so I keep it out of the rain and away from splashing. The front layout is clean. The screen sits dead center, the ports are grouped by type, and each section has a dedicated power button. I never have to guess where to plug in or what is turned on. Setup is a non-event. I plugged it into a wall outlet for the first charge, and that was that. Day to day, I press the main power button, tap the alternating current or direct current button for the ports I need, and it is ready. The screen gives me the information I actually care about. Battery percentage, how many watts are going out, and how many watts are coming in when I am charging it. The readout is bright enough to read in daylight, but not so bright that it glows in a dark room. There are voice prompts when I start or stop charging or switch modes. They are clear, though I mostly ignore them because the screen already tells me what I need. If you prefer silence, the unit itself is quiet. I only hear a soft fan when I am pushing it with a heavier load, and even then it blends into the background. Performance is where this thing earns its keep. The inverter can deliver up to 1,000 watts, and the battery holds about 808 watt-hours. I think about that in regular life terms. A small refrigerator in my garage sips around 100 watts once it cycles, so I can keep it cold through an evening storm without sweating the numbers. A box fan and a wireless internet router together draw roughly the same, so I can keep air moving and stay connected while the neighborhood is dark. A single-serve coffee maker pulls a lot more power for a short burst, and this handles it. The same goes for charging a laptop while running a light and topping off phones. The 1,000-watt ceiling is a real limit, so I do not plug in a space heater or a hair dryer, but I have yet to trip it during the kind of tasks most people actually need in an outage or at a campsite. The ports cover almost everything I use. There are 2 alternating current wall outlets, which is enough for me most of the time, though I do wish there were one more on occasion. A small power strip solves that when I need it. The direct current side gives me a 12-volt car-style socket for a cooler and lanterns, plus multiple universal serial bus ports, including a high-speed universal serial bus Type-C that fast charges my laptop and my phone without hunting for a brick. On top is a wireless charging pad that sounds like a gimmick, but turns out to be great when I am making dinner and just drop my phone to top off. No cable, no thought required. Charging the unit is flexible. From a wall outlet, it fills up in a reasonable afternoon while I am working. From the car, I top it off on longer drives to campsite. The option I enjoy most is pairing it with a solar panel. I picked up a panel to experiment with and was happy to see it recharge at a steady clip on a sunny Florida day. The maximum power point tracking built in does a good job of squeezing useful power from shifting light and passing clouds, which means I am not babysitting the panel or constantly plugging and unplugging. I just set it up, angle it toward the sun, and check the screen now and then to see how much is flowing in. Here is how it has worked for me in real life. I live in Florida, and that means storms that shut the lights off with little warning. During one summer outage, I ran a small refrigerator to keep food safe, a couple of LED lamps, the wireless internet router, and kept 3 phones and a laptop charged. We were comfortable, connected, and calm. The fan kept the air moving, and the house did not sound like a construction site because the unit is electric and quiet. I watched the screen to pace our usage, and we made it through hours on a single charge. On a different day, I took it to the backyard while grilling. It ran string lights, a portable speaker, and charged a drill battery at the same time. I never looked for an extension cord. On a camping weekend, I set up the solar panel in the morning, let the battery sip sunshine through the day, and powered lanterns, a portable fridge and phone charging at night. No fumes, no noise, and no complaints from anyone in the next campsite. One unexpected benefit has been how it changes small daily tasks. I brought it to a shed I am fixing up, where there are no outlets. I charged tool batteries and ran a work light for a few hours without dragging a cable from the house. I also used it during a short indoor power flicker to keep a video call going. The laptop ran from the universal serial bus Type-C port. My phone sat on the wireless pad, and the router stayed alive from the alternating current outlet, so I did not miss a beat. There are smart touches that make it feel like a well-thought-out piece of gear. The screen is simple, not flashy, and it tells the truth about usage in a way that helps me plan. The wireless charging pad on top sounds small, but when my hands are full and I need to set the phone somewhere, it quietly does its job. The battery management system protects against overload and overheating. I have tripped protection on purpose by plugging in a heater just to see what would happen. It shut the outlet down, flashed a warning, and came back fine after I removed the load and restarted the alternating current section. That gave me confidence to lend it to a neighbor without worrying they might accidentally hurt it. The unit also has short circuit protection, which is exactly what I want in a device that lives inside my house. Maintenance has been minimal. I wipe dust off, keep the vents clear, and if I am not using it for a while, I store it with a partial charge as the manual recommends. The battery has held up well over time. Capacity feels consistent, and I have not noticed any sudden drops. It is not perfect. 2 alternating current outlets are usually enough, but I sometimes wish for a third. The voice announcements are a nice idea, though I often find them redundant because the screen already communicates clearly. The shell can pick up scuffs if it rubs against rough gear in the trunk, which is cosmetic, but worth noting. None of these have changed how I use it or how much I trust it. If you want to power a space heater through a winter night or run a table saw on a job site, this is not the tool for that. If you want a dependable, quiet, and easy power source for lights, a small refrigerator, fans, communication gear, laptops, and phones, the BALDR PIONEER1000 does that with very little fuss. It shines when life is normal and just as much when life is not. It is simple to operate, easy to carry, and flexible to recharge from a wall outlet, a car, or the sun. That combination is why I keep it charged and close at hand. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments how you would use a portable power station like this. Thank you for watching.